everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here. Captain Underpants. I think that that's a title for a film that truly does speak for itself, and I also think that it really does speak volumes. So when I first heard that DreamWorks was turning this beloved book series, which I didn't even know was a book series at first, when I first heard that this was coming out and seeing the first stills, I really didn't know what to think about it. But when I saw the trailer, and knowing how many times DreamWorks films have disappointed many a moviegoer, I saw that this movie may have something really special in this. Because, one, it has a great cast. It has Kevin Hart, Thomas Middleditch, Nick Kroll, and Ed Helms. And the trailer, finally seeing what this whole thing was like, it just looked like it was going to be so silly, but yet, at the same time, so much fun. So, after seeing this movie, guys, I gotta say something that I never would have thought that I was gonna say. This is the best animated film of the year so far. This could be one of the best movies of 2017. I found myself enjoying this movie so much on so many levels, so many different animation styles, from CGI to classic 2D, and even sock puppets. I am not going to tell you exactly what that means. You're going to have to see the movie for yourself. Great comedy, great heartfelt moments, laugh-a-minute jokes, but probably something that really is one of the major strengths of this movie besides everything else that I mentioned. There's a lot that goes on in this movie. Not only is it a true homage to great animated films, it's also a great homage to the true comic book movie. And there are origin stories, there are villain backstories, there are stories between the main characters, there is a couple of things that happen with other characters in the movie, there's a love story, there is crazy antics from Captain Underpants himself, and all of this is practically in one big ball of fun in a movie that is less than 2 hours. So how could you possibly get all of this into such a short film? They did it. And they did it well. The story is perfectly paced, with all the antics, with all the quick wit, with all the mile-a-minute jokes. It all comes out perfectly. You don't miss a thing. I was able to catch every joke, every moment, every part that's supposed to be dramatic, every part that's supposed to be funny. I caught it all the first time around, and I just could not believe that this movie was written so wonderfully. All the actors play off of each other fantastically. I was not the biggest fan of Kevin Hart lending his voice to Snowball in The Secret Life of Pets, but him becoming the voice of George next to Thomas Middleditch as Harry, they played off of each other so wonderfully. They were such a delight to watch. They were boys being boys, but at the same time, as this all goes down in this movie with Captain Underpants, they learn how to really value their friendship and also really learn the powers of growing up once in a while and taking responsibility for your actions. Ed Helms as Captain Underpants, also known as the devious Principal Krupp, was so hilarious. I loved how he managed on a dime to switch his personality from serious, bored, and angry to fun-loving, hilarious, and lighthearted. So well done. Nick Kroll as Professor Poopy Pants, yes, Professor Poopy Pants, was wonderful. I laughed so hard at this guy, and even Jordan Peele is a character in this movie, and he actually plays a much bigger role than you would have actually expected him to play. The song that's played in the credits is sung by the legend himself, Weird Al Yankovic, and it's a great song. This movie is just gonna make you feel good. Maybe not even good. How about feeling great? It is such a delight, such a great movie that families all around can enjoy. Kids are gonna love the stupid humor. Adults are going to love the heartfelt moments and other aspects of the humor, and yes, they will even enjoy the gross child humor as well. This is a movie that I highly recommend that you check out in theaters. I am also expecting sequels to be made of this movie because there's a huge book line, and I believe that this is going to be a really successful film, and surprisingly, 2 of the 3 DreamWorks films that I have seen in the last 6 months, 2 of them ended up being movies that I really enjoyed. If there's anything bad that I could say about this movie, maybe it could be the fact that there are some elements of the plot that are just talked about way too many times, and it's extremely repetitive. There's no reason to go through it over and over and over again. But is this a movie that I want to see again? Definitely. I loved this movie. I will watch this so many times over. Is this a movie that I want to get on DVD? Hell yeah. This movie made me feel great, and I would recommend it to you and everybody else. I am giving Captain Underpants 3.5 stars out of 4. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please put your comments in the box below, and let's discuss Captain Underpants, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.